Coming up, we have an update on the recovery of two children injured in a crash that left them without the rest of their family.
But first, we head to western KELOLAND, where crews are fighting a wildfire southwest of Sturgis. Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Two men were arrested after a Wednesday morning shooting in western Mitchell. Just before 2 a.m., officers were called to the 800 block of West Ash Avenue for reports of a vehicle that was being shot at. The victim in the incident gave police a description of a vehicle that the people who shot at them were in. Officers found the vehicle blocks away and stopped it.
During the investigation, police learned that during the shooting happened down the road. Multiple shell casings were found at the scene. 20-year-old Jonathan Velasquez and 25-year-old Isaac Kitka were arrested. Velasquez is charged with aggravated assault and shooting from a motor vehicle. Kitka faces an aiding and abetting aggravated assault charge. A 38-year-old Sioux Falls man was arrested, accused of stabbing a woman while she was driving. Police say the incident happened late Tuesday night. The woman was driving while the man was in the passenger seat.
Authorities say the suspect got upset and stabbed the woman in the leg. The two later stopped in a parking lot near downtown Sioux Falls and called police.
Somebody else was involved and whatever, but once the officers sorted everything out, they figured out that it was the man that stabbed the woman in the leg.
Officers arrested Melson Begay on charges of aggravated assault and false impersonation. The victim was taken to the hospital for treatment. Crews in western KELOLAND are battling a wildfire nearly 8 miles southwest of Sturgis. KELOLAND's Sydney Thorson sent us this video of the fire from Wednesday. As of 6 o'clock this morning, the fire was estimated at 80 acres.
Local and federal agencies are working to contain the flames and protect structures that are about a mile away from the fire. But do note that the fire growth potential is low. Helicopters and tankers have been dropping water on the area. However, these dry conditions will not be much help, will they, Scott?
Oh, we're looking at dry skies. They'll probably last straight through the weekend and into early next week. At least the temperatures are cooler than what they have been. In fact, we're looking at numbers probably in the 70s in parts of eastern KELOLAND for today, and then we'll warm back to the 80s and 90s this weekend and into next week. We'll watch for better chances of rain around midweek and shortly thereafter. Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thanks, Scott. There will be a big fundraiser later this month in Hartford for the two surviving children of a deadly car crash in Montana last month. Andrew and Jennifer Hofer were killed in the crash along with their 14-year-old daughter, Abby Vitek.
The couple's two younger children, Blair and Cooper, were also in the SUV and suffered serious injuries. Now the community of Hartford is holding a huge fundraiser to help the two children through this unthinkable time.
The support is so overwhelming that it's hard to grasp the nature of people and how they're all there when you need them.
Funeral services for the Hoferts will be next week at the Catholic Church in Hartford. If you'd like more information on the fundraiser or would like to donate to the GoFundMe account, we provided links under this story on KELOLAND.com. It's not just the bars and restaurants in Sturgis that bikers stop at during Rally Week or even the bigger communities.
Some bikers enjoy riding along Highway 34 and grabbing a drink or meal at Nellie's Saloon and Mercantile in Enning, South Dakota. When it comes to running a restaurant during Rally Week in a pandemic, the owner says COVID-19 hasn't really worried her.
You know, it did for about 2 weeks, and everybody was kind of nervous and we weren't sure what to do, but nobody really wanted to wear the masks and separate out. So I did that for about 3 weeks and we all kind of got over it, just went back to life as it is, and we haven't really changed since.
To learn more about Nellie's and how they are using Rally Week to give back to the community, go to this story right here on KELOLAND.com. That is a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather pattern today. Well, cooling down, the influence of some cool air in Canada coming around this big circulation at the top part of your screen. So we're going to feel the direct results of that with daytime highs cooler, upper 70s, mid 70s in Watertown, for example. Notice, too, that the pattern is the steering flow comes in from this direction. Not a lot of rain here. Most of it's going to develop south of us here, it looks like. And then we'll entertain this hotter weather in the west, and some pieces of this come out during the course of the 7-day forecast, but we're probably going to yield the worst of that in western and central South Dakota. I think Sioux Falls probably stays in the 80s even through day 7. Then what we're still watching is this pattern change the middle of next week, a trough low pressure area coming in. That'll probably be a better instigator for showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. So keep an eye on that. That's really one of our more promising signs of some shots of rain. And in a summer of drought, you take every one of those and pay attention to them. 82 Sioux Falls today, 80 degrees in the Rapid City area. North winds will be a little stronger as well for Pierre and Aberdeen. 80s for Sioux Falls throughout the 7-day period. Will include that 30% chance of rain by Wednesday. That's also in the Aberdeen forecast. We're going to pretty much put that in everybody's outlook here at the end of the 7-day. And the hope is that'll start to knock down these temperatures. But ahead of that, look at the 90s. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in Pierre. And it looks like a pretty strong stretch of 90s also for Rapid City, starting again by Sunday of this weekend. Check out more details with the weather online at KELOLAND.com and have a great day.